As you head outside this summer, it's important to protect yourself from bug bites.
That's right. And this morning, OSF Healthcare Director of Physician Practice, Dr. Brian Curtis, joins us with some things to consider. It is that time of year. We're putting on our sunscreen, but there are also some things we need to be doing in order to protect ourselves from the bugs. What are some of those things?
Yeah, so mosquito and tick, big summer season, and so the big thing is to protect yourself, like you said, no differently than the sun. And so if you can go outside with long sleeve and long pants, that will protect you from most of the ticks. But in the summer, it's kind of hard to do that because of the temperature. But so a good insect repellent will protect you from most mosquitoes and ticks.
Well, let's talk about the serious stuff, because I think when we're talking about bug repellent, most of us are like, we just don't want bugs on us. We don't want to get mosquito bites, but they can bring serious diseases that can affect you. So what should we be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so the big disease, especially for a mosquito, is the Zika virus. That was really in the news last year, but that's still around. And so, back in the southern states and into the Caribbean type, which caused the microcephaly or the small head. And so the best way to prevent it is not get bit by mosquitoes from that. And so using an insect repellent with like DEET, D-E-E-T, about 30%, is actually safe and effective for kids over 2 months and on. So that's the best way to do it. If you're camping or do a lot of outdoor hiking, you can actually buy clothing and tent wear that has permethrin in it. And that's a chemical that actually will kill a mosquito or tick if they land on your clothing.
You mentioned DEET, obviously very powerful agents in there, but what's the best way to apply that to your body, to your skin, things like that?
Yeah, so either a spray or a cream on your clothing and any exposed areas of skin. And if you're going to put it on your face, just make sure you rub it on your hand and keep it away from your eyes and your mouth. And so that's really the best way. But don't forget your clothing. Unless you have the permethrin clothing, because mosquitoes can obviously sting you through shirts, which we've all experienced. Yeah.
When we talk about ticks, is Lyme disease still the big concern there?
Yeah, Lyme disease is probably the biggest risk. Less risk is like Rocky Mountain spotted fever, but Lyme disease is what we see a lot, and so usually it presents with kind of almost a flu-like symptoms, muscle aches, joint aches, fevers, but they characteristically will get what we call a bullseye rash or a target rash that occurs right where the tick bit you, and that's kind of a telltale sign for it. If we catch it early, it's treatable, and usually most people don't have any side effects from it.
Now, I know I've heard from some people that they can actually have like allergic reactions beyond just a mosquito bite. Is that true? Is there a myth to that? What is that like?
Yeah, some people are really hypersensitive to mosquito bites, and so I've seen them plenty of times. They come in, they have a huge swollen arm just from a mosquito bite. It's just the chemicals that are excreted from the mosquito tend to make the people more reactive to it, and everybody's a little bit different. No differently than everybody's different from the mosquito bites themselves, and everybody has the friend that always gets bit and then the friend that never gets bit. And some of the thought behind that is certain blood types, they say, attract it because you excrete chemicals for it. So they say if you're a O blood type, tends to be the most common. And then the other theory is carbon dioxide, uric acid, and stuff like that.
There's some old wives' tales too about how if you eat a lot of garlic, you'll keep the mosquitoes away and probably everybody else. Any of those true, or anything to those?
Not really. And so really mosquitoes are attracted to people by sight and smell. And they're actually attracted to kind of dark color clothing, so navy blues, reds, blacks actually attract mosquitoes more. And then some people they smell better. But the garlic won't impact the mosquitoes.
Okay.
They don't really care.
Well, I guess if you smell a little bit better, I guess that's a compliment.
It's a whole association to vampires, I'm sure.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Dr. Curtis, we thank you so much for your time. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about how to stay safe this summer from all of those bug bites, we'll share these tips over on our website, cipround.com. Just click on the Good Day Central Illinois tab.